Welcome to the Park and Play podcast. This is episode 5. We are here today with a very special guest for our Boxing Day special. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Matt Laff. Matt, how you doing?
I'm good, mate. How you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you very much for giving up your time on a Sunday morning to come and talk to this mad dafty in a random car park.
My pleasure, mate. My pleasure.
For the people that are listening or watching, can you please tell us who you are and what it is you do?
My name is Matthew Lafferty. I go by the name as Matt Laff on the internet, and I'm a streamer, content creator.
Excellent.
I make videos about video games, Call of Duty, Battlefield, art videos, that kind of stuff.
Excellent. So me and Matt have met a couple of times. We met, I think, the first time at Noodles' wedding.
We did, yeah.
Noodles, if you're not aware, which I'd be surprised if you're watching this episode, Noodles is obviously another content creator and streamer, known as the Angry Scotsman. He's fucking full of rage all the time. So I've been looking for a while to try and get some guests on. Obviously, Matt was one that I reached out to early because this podcast is all about journeys and it's all about how people get from where they started to where they are. So how did you get into gaming, first of all, from a kind of young age? Because obviously we're all gamers, we all get involved really early. When was your first kind of game or thing that you picked up?
I've been gaming for a long time, like ever since. I think it was my dad who first introduced us to the PlayStation 1, and we used to play Crash Bandicoot games, the Spyro games. He'd always have like different games each week. I think he got like some dodgy guy he got the games from, but very fond memories of just me and my brothers playing Crash Bandicoot. Every time we'd die, we'd change the controller to the other person, just take turns, and it was really fun. But yeah, the PlayStation 1, and then I went from like that to Game Boy, all the Pokemon games, and I went to GameCube and all those kind of games, and then I switched to. I think after that I went to the Xbox. After that, played all the Call of Duties, every single 1, 2, 3, 4, World at War, all the shebang. And then after that, I went to PS3, and then PS4. I bought a PS4. I used to work at McDonald's, and I got a PS4, and I spent my entire week's pay when the PS4 came out, and I just bought it. Mum was raging. Because I had to pay my money to obviously stay at the house to help her out.
Aye.
And I spent my entire pay on a PS4, and she was raging. So I've been gaming all my life since I was young. I would literally come home from. As I said, I used to work at McDonald's. I used to come home from work, finish at like midnight, get home about 12:30, and just stay up till early hours in the morning, like 4 a.m, and just play games constantly. And then I'd wake up. I'd go to bed, wake up, and then I'd go to work again, and just do it over again the next day.
Excellent.
Just endless hours of just playing games.
That's pretty much most of our youths, to be honest. Yeah. Staying up late, playing games on the PlayStation, on the Xbox. I suppose the only thing there that's a wee bit unusual is people jumping from PlayStation to Xbox. Because I work with a couple of hardcore gamers, I would call them, because they'll play games on any console. I know for the most part some people tend to be either very PlayStation or very Xbox, and they're such a bit of a battle. So you've went and played all the consoles then, aye? Pretty
much every. Well, not the older stuff like the Atari shite and all that.
My era is what you're talking about.
That's too old for me. But yeah, pretty much every console I've played it, and I've just always preferred PlayStation.
Aye.
And that's what I am now. And obviously, as you know, I play on a PS5, stream on the PS5, and I don't play on a PC. And I just love the PlayStation. I like the PlayStation.
I like your PlayStation. You like your PlayStation?
Yes.
I've always preferred PlayStations as well. I did have different consoles. I was one of the Atari guys, so I'm of an age where Ataris was probably my first console.
Yeah.
Mega Drives, Sega Mega Drives, Master Systems, all that kind of stuff. So I've been playing games since day dot as well, pretty much, and I love it. I absolutely love gaming. And that's how I suppose I got started in the content creation side was gaming and get involved in this. So when did it kind of pick up, do you think, where you progress from just casual gaming to actually gaming and making an effort? into content creation?
Yes, I obviously I grew up like watching other people play games, and I thought it was cool, and I never expected obviously to do it myself one day, but I grew up watching other creators like Nick Merckx, Tim the Tatman. Obviously we've got Mali 13 and Noodles. I was a big fan of their videos before I started playing with them, which I still play with Noodles now, and Mali sometimes and then again. It's insane. One day I said fuck it, and I want to try and give this a go. I didn't obviously expect to, or want to gain anything from it. I just wanted to see how much I'd enjoy it and make it like a hobby. So I said one day, I was working at McDonald's at the time, and I said fuck it. And I took out a bank loan of I think it was like I can't remember how much, but I think it was like £1,000. And I bought quite a decent PC so I can edit stuff.
Right, okay.
I had obviously my PS4, and yeah, that was PS4 at that time. So I took out the loan for I think it was about £1,000. Bought the PC, and then I would just spend time playing games and editing whenever I had some free time. So before work, after work, just days off, I would just play games. I would try and think of ideas to make videos and content on. I think it was Blackout I was playing back then. Call of Duty 4,
Right, okay.
Black Ops 4 Blackout. So I would spend endless hours just trying to do the videos I'm trying to do, because it was like challenge videos. Like one Blackout using only this gun, this weapon, that weapon.
Ah, right, okay.
So
right,
that took so long to just try and get the video done, and then I'd have the edit. I edit on the PlayStation as well. I done some on the PlayStation, then on the PC if I could, and then that's how I first got started. I done a few streams, going live from the actual. I think it was like that was a long time ago. Like and within the PlayStation, you can go live to like YouTube.
Yep.
And then like Twitch. So I'd done that as well, and then eventually moved to like OBS shit. So I was just making videos whenever I could, when I had time. I was going live when I could, but I was going live to nobody. I mean, everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah.
So I was just doing it for the fun, and I didn't expect it to go anywhere. I didn't want it to go anywhere. I had obviously career plans that I wanted to get into, and then yeah, COVID came along, lockdown.
Aye, the famous lockdown.
So I was just because I had nothing better to do. I was just playing games constantly and just streaming. I was doing that before on Facebook and YouTube. But because I had nothing better to do, I was just constantly streaming. And then all of a sudden, things just kind of went crazy. I blew up. Thousands of viewers each day somehow, for some reason, watched me on Facebook. With what I was doing, who I was playing with, and it just ever since lockdown ended, and I was supposed to go back to work. I think at that time I was working at Wetherspoons, and I was supposed to go back. And I was like, no. I said, fuck it, let's give it a go. Let's see how it goes, and here we are to this day. I think 6 years later.
Wow, 6 years.
Still full time.
6 years, outstanding. I always think it's impressive and it's very brave when people go full time.
Yeah.
And when I talk to other people about getting started in gaming and content creation, I was the same. It was a lockdown thing where I was just gaming.
Yeah.
I actually was on Modern Family leave, so I had like 6 months fully paid off for work. So I was off work and basically was gaming. And one of the lassies who work, who watches a lot of streams, was like, "You should try streaming." And I was like, Nate, I'm no good enough. Like, I'm no as good as some of the creators that I watched, because I used to watch like Thind and stuff like that, Nick Merckx, Tim the Tatman, and she was like, "No, but you like to talk, you like to be entertaining." She's like, "That kind of stuff." She's like, "Are you either really good or you're really good at entertaining?" She's like, "I think you'd be good at the interaction part, so just do it." And I just started, and do you know, it's so strange, the content creation part of it, because all the editing side, I don't know about you, but I learned to edit myself. I was self-taught. I watched millions and millions of videos on YouTube on how to edit. Is that how you got into editing and how to figure stuff out?
I just dived into it and just figured it out, just waiting for it. But I don't, with my edits and the content I make, I don't try to like overcomplicate it. Just try and make it simple as possible.
Right, okay.
Just cut this, maybe a few sound effects, maybe a few zoom ins, funny memes or whatever, but nothing too overcomplicated. But that's purely because I can't do anything overcomplicated.
Aye.
I could learn, but I like to keep it simple.
I remember one time I seen it was a Call of Duty streamer, and he basically he kind of threw the gun up, and then the gun kind of looked like electric all the way through it, and then it went back down and he sniped somebody, and I was like, oh my god, that's amazing, and I figured out how to do it, and I made 2 videos of it, and it took so long. I was like, I'm never doing that again, because it took so long to try and figure out how to do it. So no, it wasn't for me. I do like the simple, get the content out.
Yeah.
And I think for my channel, that's how that done kind of the numbers that I wanted to do in terms of the targets I wanted to reach, was just consistency. I think consistency is probably the key thing.
Definitely.
And when did you say to yourself, right, obviously you're giving it a bash, you say, right, I'm going to give this a bash full time. When did you think this could actually be a thing? When did you actually start to see some sort of success with that?
It was during lockdown, during COVID, I was just streaming constantly. There was one day where I had a goal on stream, I think, to shave my head. And I was like, okay, if we hit this goal, what should be insane? I think it was like 1,000. No, I forgot the clip somewhere, but I think it was like 1,000, either £1,000 or £100. It was something with zeros. I had this goal, and if I hit it, I would shave my head. I somehow hit this insane donation goal. Obviously, I don't expect to receive any donations, as you never should with, obviously, streaming. And I hit it, and I shaved my head, sorry. And I just, after that stream that day, I was like, I said to my wife now, Kirsty, I need to just go for this and see how it goes. This could be my potential future. But it was risky because it was during lockdown and COVID, and I was supposed to go back to work, and it was a big risk to take. But I said fuck it, and it's paid off.
Aye, definitely. So Matt, any real big highlights for the gaming so far?
Probably the best highlights I've had are just some of the people that I've played with and got to know and became friends with. People like, there was Anto Sharp and Schaefer.
Yep.
Schaefer Bates. I used to always see the videos and the clips and stuff on, like, I think it was like TikTok now, but Vine back then, and Facebook and stuff. So there's Schaefer, Anto, there's obviously Matt Laff and Noodles.
Yep.
People that I used to watch constantly on YouTube, and now I've met them several times. They've came to my wedding. We became pretty good friends. It's just crazy. It's crazy to think that me watching these people back then when I was younger, and now I'm playing with them and friends with them, and I've got their phone number and I can reach out to them, and it's crazy.
I had a pretty surreal moment at one point where I thought, wow, this is incredible. Because obviously I used to watch a lot of gaming. I used to watch a lot of I think Thind was probably the first Call of Duty streamer that I watched. And I was amazed at how quick he could do everything in the game. Picking guns up, switching things, like so quick, and I was like, oh my god, this is unbelievable. And
genius.
Watching him improve my game, because I was always good at Call of Duty, I always played Call of Duty for the very first one. I was definitely a COD fan, and then I started watching the likes of Noodles and Marley 13, even Beanbolt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I remember, obviously at Noodles' wedding was the first time we met, but I remember standing having a beer, and I was in a circle, and I'm looking around a circle, and I've got Matt Laff, I've got Noodles, I've got Marley 13, I've got Beanbolt, I think Kay Burnett was there. Who else was there? The big man for FaZe, what's his name?
Jack Linksy.
Big Linksy was there. I remember standing in a circle having a pint with you guys, just chatting shit and thinking, this is fucking incredible. This is all guys that I watch regularly. I watch all these guys, watch them play games.
It's crazy.
It's something else.
Crazy.
Any other people that you've kind of played alongside that you really enjoy playing alongside?
Honestly, these days,
none of them are shy.
Fucking nobody. These days I don't stay in touch these days with too many people that I have played with previously. I keep in touch with Schaefer, Anto now and again. The ones I just mentioned, Noodles, Marley. That's pretty much it though. But with like me becoming good friends with Schaefer and meeting Schaefer, has opens up some crazy opportunities. So Schaefer came in my chat. It was a Monday. He came in the chat in October. He was like, he's like, Matthew, do you want to come to Paris on Wednesday to a Yungblud concert? I was like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? And so I was like, obviously. I had to make sure he wasn't joking first. I wasn't being pranked. So I was texting back and forward, and then he was like, he was serious and come to Paris and get you backstage access. You can meet Yungblud, and after it we can go out for a meal after the concert. It was the craziest night of my fucking life. So once I confirmed with Schaefer that it was all real. It wasn't a prank. I messaged the wife, ran it by her. I wasn't asking for permission, I promise. She was like, of course, she was egging me on, go for it. So the Wednesday came, we flew to Paris, and I had to go to Edinburgh Airport to Paris Airport, whatever it's called, I think Charles de Gaulle. So I flew there about 9 AM, got there, had a few drinks in the airport, and then I met up with Schaefer. Eventually, he was doing a bunch of stuff in Paris before the concert, but I met up with him, had a few drinks, and then we eventually went to the Adidas Arena where the concert was. Met a bunch of other great people that were friends with Schaefer, and then we went backstage. Well, all access areas. We went backstage. We met Yungblud. He's there getting ready for the concert. He's the nicest guy ever, by the way. He's so nice, so nice. But he's just doing his thing and he's getting ready, getting all waxed up, doing his hair, and he's doing this and that, whatever. And then it ends up popping like a bottle of champagne, shakes it all up, it goes everywhere. It was, and we all got a glass of champagne. And then when he eventually went on stage, we watched the show, amazing. And then after it, I think it was like 11 PM at this point, I think. And then we went to this big, fancy, beautiful Parisian restaurant. It was like 1600 restaurant. And I'm just sitting there having dinner. Schaefer's there. Obviously, always his friends as well are there. And then down the table, there's Yungblud and all his band members. And then all his management team. I'm just sitting there looking at a place like some sort of fucking Make-A-Wish kid. Honestly, I was so out of place. I did not belong there, but I was so grateful and thankful that because I was friends with Schaefer, I got an invite to be there. It was crazy. And the next day I went back home. It was mental.
Then it's the what do you call it? The come down almost for the after being so high and the adrenaline and all that stuff happening. That's unbelievable. I remember probably once where I felt out of place, like really, really out of place. So a few years back, I won the chairman's award for my company for some charity work that I did, and I was invited to the head office at Queen Street. Now I was there on Thursday for a cocktail evening, so I'm there often. It's not like I'm not there at head office. I've been there plenty of times, but this time it was like the CEO was retiring, and we get an invite to his retirement do.
Right.
And I went in, and it was like I'm a scheme boy, right? I'm for drum chapel. I'm a scheme boy. So I'm no used to like that levels, and that felt like a different level. I walked in, and there was a wee band playing in the corner, like pianos, violins and stuff, and there was this wee quartet in the corner, and then there's people walking about with all these wee fancy food on these trays, and people offering me glasses of this and that, and we sat down for a 3-course meal, and this guy was kind of looking at this bottle of wine, and he was like, "Oh my!" And I wasn't a wine drinker, right? I didn't drink wine. My boss at the time was French, and she used to always say, if you don't like wine, you've just not tried the right wine for you. There's a wine for everybody. So I was like, okay. So they were offering white wine or red wine. I said, I'll take a white wine. And I tried it, and I was like, oh my God, I really like this. I was like, there is actually a wine for somebody. So this is my wine. This is the one for me. And the guy sitting next to me was some finance director, and he was like, oh, this is very good. This is from such and such and wherever it was. And he said, I'll check it my app. And I was like, oh, what does the app tell you? He said, it tells you how much it is, where you can buy the different levels of flavour and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, all right, how much is that a bottle? Where can I get it? And he told me the name of the shop, and I didn't recognise it. And then he went, £167.
Fucking
I was like, for a bottle of wine? So I'm in this place. I've never felt a more fucking Titanic moment in my life. I was Jack for Titanic. Like, I shouldn't be here. I'm no these people. just drinking fancy wine, having 3-course meals, being gifted a bottle of whiskey. I was just like, I've never felt so out of place in my entire life, man.
That's
And
how I felt. That's how I felt all day. Just did not belong there.
It's class, but innit?
That was amazing. I had to take a few. I had a lot of time in the airport on the way home because I got my flight delayed. But I was just sitting there, very hungover at the same time, just thinking about the previous night and what happened and how I got there, and I was just so grateful. It was amazing. That's all because of gaming. Schaefer, but if it wasn't for gaming, I wouldn't have these opportunities.
Aye, so in terms of gaming, there's lots of different interactions with streamers. I actually met a friend through streaming. A boy Mac Attack. And the first time I met him face to face was at his actual wedding.
Huh?
So I used to do I think it was a Monday or a Tuesday night where I'd get random people on and we'd just see if we vibed, and we kind of hit it off. He's not for everybody. A lot of people don't go on with him. I liked him. I got on really well with him. And we just hit it off. And I cut a year ago, I went to his wedding in November. Went up to Dundee, Piper Dam. And the first day I met him was the day of him and his wife met them at the day of the wedding, and was at the wedding and had a great day and night, and actually full weekend with them. It was actually brilliant. So it's funny how interactions like that in gaming happen.
Yeah.
Have you stumbled across big names in games? Have you killed any big names in Call of Duty or the other games that you've played? Do you get any scalps, if you like?
It used to happen quite a lot, but I used to run into Avi's dad quite a lot in Warzone. If we weren't playing together, he was either playing solos, I was playing solos. Came up against him quite a few times, and it was either he killing me or me killing him, but it was always good fun. Well, that's pretty much it though.
I bumped into Avi's dad once, I think, and I killed him, and I didn't realise I'd killed him. It was actually the chat that had says to me,
yeah,
that was Avi's dad you killed. And then I went back and watched it, and to be fair, he was kind of like caught between two, and then he was out in the open and I killed him, and he was like, and he's seen the name straight away, and he's like, oh, Vital Paul, he's like, oh, it's quite funny actually. I've had a few scalps. I killed Angelica, I killed Jukies on Caldera. Randomly, I tried to third party, they were fighting, and I ran up a hill and killed him, and then somebody went, oh my god, that's Jukies.
Yeah.
Who's killed me? Beanbolt's killed me about 4 times. Who else got me? I got Schaefer. I got a bounty one night and it was Marley 13. So we chased him down, we were hunting him down. Oh my god, Marley's in this game. I don't even know who he's on with. It turned out he was on with Schaefer, Noodles, and it might have been Beanbolt actually.
Yeah.
So I think I killed Schaefer and then he came back and then I killed him again. I killed Beanbolt in the gas, and then I don't know if Marley was dead and Noodles was the last one left. And Noodles ended up killing me, waiting for me to come out of the gas and killed me.
That sounds unlikely.
It was absolutely buzzing. So, in terms of, obviously, gone to Paris and got to see Yungblud. If I'm assuming you're a massive fan of Yungblud.
I was before, yeah. I would like to meet it before, but even like ever since seeing him live and meeting him, and I've been even bigger fan now. But
aye, definitely. Could imagine.
Yeah.
So that's probably peaks. In terms of gaming and content creation, has there been any lows where you thought, I need to actually go and look for a real job, I don't know if I can do this anymore? Has there been any low points?
There's a lot of low points. Several times where I've thought, because things went as good as they have been, and because I don't have a lot of self-belief, I've panicked a little bit, and I've looked at other options and what I could do and what I might be able to do, but honestly, I don't have many options. I didn't do well at school, so I didn't have the best grades. I didn't enjoy school, I hated it. I got bullied a lot. But I just hated going. I just didn't want to learn. I just hated it. So I don't have many options in terms of, like, I think if I was to do a different career path or do something different, I'd go back into education again, I think.
Right, okay.
And get what I need to get and this and that, learn this, learn that, I think, assuming that's how things still work these days, but yeah, there's been several times where I've not wanted to quit. I would love to keep doing this, but with streaming and content creation, obviously you're self-employed.
Yeah.
And I literally can't do it without the viewership and the people who watch and the community I have. If they stop watching, I couldn't do it. I would have to stop. And it's a scary thing to think about. Yeah, it's a scary notion, having to rely on the generosity of others.
Yeah.
It's essentially how it is for me. If people don't come watch, then I can't earn revenue from Kick. If they don't donate, then all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But people do watch, and
Yeah.
they do enjoy your content, and they do obviously donate and subscribe, and aye, and that's why you've become a full-time gamer, a full-time content creator, which is phenomenal, because
Yeah.
a lot of people fail. I think when I first started streaming, all the people that I used to stream with or play with, most of the people that stream don't even play anymore. Most of them quit.
Yeah.
There's a vast majority that quit. I always talk about it when you think of football players, and there's only so many that actually make it professional and make it full time. I think streaming similar. There's very few. There's a small numbers that actually make it and make a living off it and do really well off it. So I fair play to you if I keep at it, mate.
We're doing good for now. Hopefully it does keep doing well, but nothing's ever guaranteed.
Nah, but you just need to keep plugging away, and
Yeah,
as you say, again, like football, you put the effort in, you work hard, then
definitely.
you'll reap the benefits. Excellent.
Definitely.
Matt, is there any inspirations? Is there any people you watch and you really like their style, or you just find them entertaining, or you say, I can take something for that and learn from it and kind of do my own content?
There's actually not many people I watch. If I've got some spare time, I'm usually spending time with the wife, exercising, editing myself, making my own content. But I get inspired by people in stream that tell me, or my goal is always to make people laugh. I want to make people laugh, smile, and make them feel better about themselves and what they might have going on in life. So the goal is always to make people laugh, and if people in the stream will either say it, or mention it, or think something's funny that I do, or if they comment on the videos that I'm making and they think it's funny, that's always what inspires me to keep doing it. If I know people enjoying the content, I want to keep doing it.
Clearly, aye.
That's a big inspiration for me.
See, ideas for gaming, so see when I'm gaming, right, I don't always have ideas. I tend to just play games, and if funny stuff happens, then make clips, right? There'll be other times where I'm lying in bed and it's 11:30 at night, and I'll have an idea or something, and I think that'll be hilarious. I can do that. I'll try, and weirdly, it's always when I'm falling asleep that I have these ideas. Every time I have an idea for a video, it's always when I'm falling asleep. Where it's podcasts, drones, gaming, it's always when I'm falling asleep. That's when I get these wee moments of inspiration. Do you have moments of inspiration like that, or do you just let the content naturally flow and then try and edit clips from it?
There is often times now and again where I'll have ideas for content that I try and put into place when I'm playing whatever game I'm playing. But it's usually just naturally flowing. I'll just do whatever in the moment, whether it's me doing something to somebody in the game or saying something funny, so I just let it all flow naturally as much as possible.
Yeah. I remember there was a couple of times where I think it was around about Halloween and the Mike Myers skin came out.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be really funny if I got on my voice, what do you call it, my audio thing, and basically recorded the Halloween tune.
Oh, you done it to me.
And then just landed on you.
You done it to me, you bastard. That happened to me. I remember that, yeah.
I was like, this would be quite funny. And I remember, obviously, you streamed during the day. I must have been off, and I was like, I'll jump into Matt, and I'll just basically land him. I think you used to land in that big building in downtown.
Big building.
So I was like, I'll land big building, hopefully he's there. Land on you, just start playing the Halloween tune, and then walk really slowly as if I was Mike Myers, and I thought it'd be fucking hilarious. The only thing was, it was hilarious because I was pissing myself laughing the whole fucking time. I think I done it to Marley and Noodles as well. Noodles just shot me 3 times. I think once they shot me out the sky. I think Marley, I gave him a fright because I tried to jump down inside that big building, and I just landed right in front of him. So it was like something out of a fucking horror movie. And he's just like, ah! That was quite funny. Things like that, I tend to think, oh, this will be funny. This might make a wee clip. This might no. I've talked about this in other episodes of this. Some of the content comes completely out of nowhere. So my most successful clip to date has been one clip on Facebook. It was a shot, and it was a guy I hit with a crossbow, and I thought it'd be funny to put the wee Will Ferrell hang me on him and go, oh my God, I'm so fucking scared right now. After I killed my crossbow. But it was kind of sliding back. It's funny you should talk about Vine, because the video was originally on Vine. And it's a video that puts the wee snake thing on, and he goes, I'm a snake, I'm a slippery snake. So I put that voiceover over the guy because he was basically crawling backwards like this, trying to get out of the way, and I shot him. And that one hit just under 3 million views. And that today has been my most successful video, but it wasn't planned, it wasn't anything I hangweed. It was just one of the ones where it just seemed to take off and do really well. So I think for me, in terms of targets, one of the targets that I wanted to get was I wanted a video to hit 1 million views.
Yeah.
That was one of my targets I wanted to reach. One of the other targets was to get 1 million views on the YouTube channel, and we managed to do that. That has been a long graft.
Amazing.
And it's just through constant posting. Not so much the long form, which is really difficult and harder to do.
Definitely.
The short form, I'm very religious. I've been quite lazy the last few weeks because I've been doing other stuff. But have you got any big goals that you want to achieve in gaming, or levels, or do you just go with the flow?
Quite recently, I've seen a lot more success recently with my short form videos, and I just wish I'd done more of it sooner. Recently, I've been doing a lot of just streaming, going live 9 AM till 4 PM, just sitting there 7 hours a day, just streaming, and just not making much content. But the reason for that is because I've just not been enjoying Call of Duty and Warzone. I was literally just playing it recently because I thought people wanted to see that, when in fact it's not. People are watching me for me, and I wish I realised that so much sooner. So recently I've just been, I think last week, was it, what day is it?
Sunday.
Last week, there was one day last week where I sat down from 8 PM and I just edited for I think 8-10 hours. Went to bed really late in the morning, early in the morning, you could say, actually. And I got so much editing done. I loved it, and the content I'm putting out is doing so well, and that's what I want to keep doing. And I wish I'd done that sooner.
Is that in your schedule now then, the editing time?
No, that's what people don't see. So I do 7 hours a day on stream, 9 AM till 4, Monday to Friday, and then all the other stuff off stream. People don't see that, like editing. So I'm finishing at 4 PM, jumping off, taking the dog for a walk, doing some exercise, whatever, get some food, and then coming back on. I sit in the office and just editing for hours. Hours and hours and hours. That's the thing people don't see.
Yeah.
All the things I'm doing off stream, and sometimes it's just it's draining. It might seem easy just to sit there for 7 hours a day, or however long you sit there and play, and it's almost like you're just playing video games and chatting, but it can be exhausting.
Aye, absolutely.
Exhausting.
I think mine works for me because I like routine. I like schedule.
Yeah.
I'm very routine in the house, so I work Monday to Friday. I'm lucky that my Friday is a 12 o'clock finish, so I always finish at 12 o'clock on Friday, which is unbelievable. I know people work weekends and stuff, and I've done that kind of thing before.
Yeah.
But Monday to Friday, finish at 12. I tend to stream a couple of days a week, so it's probably like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday I stream, and I'll do 8 to 11. That's my normal schedule. There'll be times throughout the week where if I'm working from home, I'll finish at 4 o'clock, I'll shut my laptop down, and I'll press the wee button to switch over to the PC, and I'll turn the PC on. So when I work from home, I work at my gaming setup, really, and switch over, and I'll do a couple of hours editing. But to be honest, Saturday is most of my editing time and scheduling time, and then I schedule all my videos to go up, whether it's gaming, whether it's this podcast or anything else. I tend to schedule that stuff, but people don't understand, unless you're editing, how long that takes and how much effort it is to get everything right, because it is very time consuming. But I think for me it works because I'm very structured with a schedule, and I like routine. So as a full-time gamer, full-time content creator, what does a day off look like for you? What do you get up to in your days off, your weekends, etc.? What's a chill day for you?
So Saturday and Sunday my days off, and pretty much whatever the wife says. No, but I usually we'll take the dog for a walk, we'll go shopping, we'll clean the house, and if I've got plans on the Saturday or the Friday, we'll do those plans, whether it's going out with friends or family or this or that. But it's usually just chilling. I like having just chill time with the wife and watch some TV, some movies, whatever. Just chilling.
Watching anything good at the moment?
Rewatching Sons of Anarchy again.
Sons of Anarchy.
For the fourth time.
We watched, so we just finished Tulsa King season 3 there.
Yeah.
And we started last night, Your Friends and Neighbours, the John Hamm one that has gone viral everywhere with us.
Oh, the
Kinda
dance.
dance
Yeah, I was wondering where that was from. I've never seen it. Though.
It's on Apple TV. It's pretty
Aye.
good. So that's what we started just now. So obviously when this episode goes out, this will be Boxing Day. So Christmas would have been yesterday. What's your plans for the Christmas break? When do you kind of wrap up for your gaming and content creation, and when do you have some time off for that?
I'll be off Christmas Eve. Off Christmas Eve, off Christmas Day, Boxing Day. I think pretty much just the rest of that week I'll be off. Actually, for the first time this year, actually, me and the wife and the family were going out for a meal. Nobody can be arsed cooking, tidying up, all that kind of Christmas bullshit.
Aye.
So we're just we're going out for a meal, and then just coming back to Manny's house to chill. I think some
Nice.
games, drinks, some nibbles, all that kind of stuff.
All the food and drink.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love Christmas.
The arguments.
The arguments. That comes later. We've normally got a madhouse. It's normally absolutely full. It's always at ours. So the missus' mum and dad comes, our brother comes, my sisters normally come up either Boxing Day or New Year's Day. I love having a madhouse. Like, it's chaotic. I've got obviously 4 kids, so the 4 kids will be there, and they're wide ranges. My oldest is 23, youngest is 5.
Aye.
So there's imagine Home Alone. That's the chaos in my house. And then after it, we quite like it. So I think we've got a new kind of routine for Christmas Day. When everybody leaves and the kids are settled and in the rooms doing their own things and everything's chilled, we tend to watch the NFL now. So there's usually a couple of games NFL
on
on Netflix.
Aye.
We've done it last year and it was really good. It was just 'cause it's easy watch. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to pay super attention to it. You can just kind of chill, have a wee drink, have a wee nibble. So I'm really looking forward to that actually. And when this episode goes out, I'll probably be a bit hungover. Go a walk and get some fresh air or something like that. Any other big plans in terms of gaming? So I know Arc Raiders is something on you're focusing on just now.
Yeah, massively.
How's that going?
It's going so well. It's just good to go on stream and actually look forward to the game you're playing, because I've just not been doing it with Warzone recently. But the game's so much fun to play, to watch. I'm very grateful people are actually watching it. That's always been a big fear for me, and a big factor as to why I don't play different games, is that I don't think people watch it. But when in fact they watch me for me, the content's going so well. I've never made so much content in my life, spending so much time editing, and then the content I am putting out is doing great. So that's what's pushing me to keep doing it. But the game is just so much fun.
Excellent. I have seen it. I've not played it myself.
Absolute blast.
Not played it myself. I played Battlefield for a bit. Did you play Battlefield at all?
Yeah, I played Battlefield, but it's good. But I do prefer Warzone. But with Warzone, it's stale. So when we get a new map for Warzone, I'll get back to Warzone again. But
yeah, I think I say that to the boys actually, because I was really enjoying Battlefield.
Yeah.
And I do the ladies' night on a Thursday with the lassies, and they prefer Battlefield, it seems. In fact, Caitlin's actually playing a lot of Arc Raiders, but I've not played it at all. I did prefer the kind of slower, chilled out pace, because I feel like when I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm sweating my balls off the entire time, like trying to fight with these young kids.
You have to.
People keep saying, "Oh, you must be good at that game," and I'm like, "I'm good for a 43-year-old dad, but this is a young man's game. It's hard going." Do you know what I mean? So it's tough. It's fucking tough out there. But nah. So what's the next big thing for you then? What are you going to focus on coming the next year? Is there any big targets or anything you really want to focus on?
I don't have any big plans or any targets per se. The goal for me is to always remain full time. Because obviously previously discussed, I don't know what the fuck I would do if I wasn't streaming. But I'm just gonna focus massively on next year. Is just make as much more content as possible.
Yeah, okay.
Because that has been doing great, and hopefully it can keep doing great.
Aye,
and I want to grow the other platforms that I'm pushing the content on, Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, especially.
Yeah, so that's a nice wee segue. Actually, it's a good point. If people are listening to this or they're watching it, where can they find your content? Where's the best place to watch you? Where can they come and see your content?
So I live stream Monday to Friday. 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. UK times on kick.com, and then the content gets pushed out to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok under Matt Laff.
Matt Laff, check it out.
Sometimes it's 3Fs because I fucked up.
Do you have a specific time for the scheduled content, or is it just whenever you feel like it?
Scheduled content just goes out whenever. I'm trying to be doing some testing, what does best, what doesn't do so best. That's it. that was bad English. Yeah, I've just been a lot of testing, just whenever.
So Matt, I've obviously noticed, and other people, if they watch your content, will notice that you've been on a bit of health kick, and you're looking phenomenal. You're looking really fit,
thank you,
and really healthy. So it's good to see. So tell us about that. How did the health kick start?
So it first started last year. It was my brother's 30th birthday party. All the family got together, friends, his friends. We all got together for a 30th party, like a venue pub thing. And usually when I drink, I get very drunk. So that night, when me and the wife came back home, I was very drunk, and we had an argument, disagreement, fallout. And basically the wife said that I need to stop drinking. So when I was in my drunk state, I done a lot of reflecting and done a lot of thinking about my alcohol habits. I was like, okay, enough's enough. I need to just take a break. And it made me realise that I might have had a little bit of an alcohol addiction. I don't want to say addiction too much, but the habits that I had and the attitude I had towards alcohol was just unacceptable. So I was basically, I was getting, when I was drinking, I was drinking to get drunk. And the goal when I was drinking was always to get as fucked up as possible. So that's where I started losing weight. I got fit, I got healthy. I think I stopped alcohol for like 5 months. I just focused massively on just getting fit and healthy and losing as much weight as possible. I didn't think I had to lose weight. The wife even said, I don't think you have to lose weight, but I just wanted to do so much better and try and get away from the alcohol habits that I think I had. As I said, I was always drinking to get drunk. I would always look forward to the weekend, Fridays and Saturdays, where it was acceptable to have a drink. Yeah. I would want to have a drink during the weekdays. Like I would almost crave it. I would almost crave alcohol. But if I'd done that, the wife wouldn't be happy, and she'd be what the fuck are you doing? Why are you drinking on like a Tuesday?
Aye.
So I didn't do that, but I would always want to. I'd always think about it. I'd always crave it. And when I was drinking, I would drink to get as drunk as possible. And I think that's where, because my dad was a big alcoholic.
Right. Okay.
And right now he's not doing the best health wise. So I wanted to change and be better and not be like my dad.
Quite right.
So that's where the weight loss came and getting the fit and the healthy.
Some people when they grow up, this is just my own personal opinion. It's like slaughter if you may. I find some people when they grow up, right, and they have influences above them with their parents, where they're alcoholics or they've got issues or whatever, they use it as an excuse. Sometimes it can be an excuse, I feel, and they can go off the rails.
Yeah.
Whereas other people that will see it and go, I want to do better because of that.
Definitely.
So I grew up with a family that was chaotic, shall we say. My mum and dad split up multiple times, so I met my real biological dad when I was 18 for the first time. Met him once before he died. My dad that brought me up was there since I was 4, but they had a rocky relationship, so my mum and dad were constantly fighting, like break up, get back together, break up, get back together. I'd wake up some mornings and the house would be wrecked, and I'd have to go to an aunt's, or sometimes we went to a homeless unit, or sometimes we went here or there, and the chaos of that, I think, is probably why I like routine so much just now.
Yeah.
So when I've got 4 kids, I'm separated from the girls, I'm separated from their mum. I was married before and stuff. I'm separated from the wee man's mum, so I've got 4 kids by three women, but I maintain a good relationship with both of them.
Yeah.
It's never been toxic.
good.
It's never been hassle. Always paid my way with the kids. Always looked after the kids. As I said, Christmas Day at this point will now be yesterday. All the kids will be at my house, and I'm absolutely buzzing, and I love it. And I think that for me is what I'd like to see more people doing, because you can use it as an excuse. You can go off the rails and say, "Oh, my upbringing was shit. My upbringing was this. It was horrible." You can look at it that way, and you can use it as an excuse, or you can say, "I want to do better because of that. I want to make sure that my kids don't wake up in the chaos. I want to make sure that my kids wake up and have a good family relationship and good family surroundings and stuff." So, fair play, mate. It's amazing to see, because, again, sometimes that's quite hard for people to open up about stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And talk about things that are quite difficult with family and stuff. But that's really good that you're doing well. You're looking great. Looking really healthy. And it's good to see, mate. And it's good to see you're so open about the alcohol issues, because again, that's something that's really difficult to talk about. It's good that you're quite happy to talk about it and open up, because
I spoke about it a lot on stream, but I usually do speak a lot and open up a lot on stream, and talk about, because me talking about the issues I have and the problems I have in life, and if I speak about it on stream, it helps me out massively. And if it helps me out, and I'm sure it helps other people out, then I'm happy.
Definitely.
I've spoke about a lot of things on stream, issues with my dad and his health and what's going on, and stuff with the wife, and I've recently got my balls checked for I had a lump, so I got it checked. Everything was fine, thankfully. But just anything like that, if it helps somebody else and helps other people and helps them make progress in their own lives, then I'm happy.
100%.
I'm more than happy to open up.
Definitely, mate. I think in this day and age as well, it's guys are known for being really bad at keeping shit on the inside and not talking about it. I'm probably too open. I talk about everything. People always tell me I'm too open and I talk about everything, but you're right. It's about saying it's all right to talk about it, because again, I used to work with a mental health charity, so I was on the board of directors for Men Matter Scotland, which is a suicide prevention charity for men. Shout out Men Matter Scotland again, because I absolutely love what they do. And the guys are amazing. Like, it's peer-to-peer support, and it's all about that opening up. So it's really good to hear, because I would much rather you're talking to the stream, you're talking to people, you're opening up about it. That's what we need today, guys, as a whole, need to do that a wee bit more, rather than keeping shit on the inside. Talk about it. A problem shared is a problem halved. Because you're saying somebody's watching your stream and they're going, do you know what, I was having a wee issue with alcohol there and I was really struggling, and Matt's quite openly talking about his issues, then that makes me want to talk to people about it. So if it helps even one person, then it's absolutely worthwhile.
Definitely.
Amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing.
There would often be times as well I would do what was called a sabotage stream, and that would involve, if people were to donate, gifted subs, whatever, it would mean I would take shots and drink alcohol on the tongue, like down beers, take shots, drink this, drink that kind of thing, and that was what kind of fed my, I believed, alcohol addiction.
Yeah.
I don't like saying addiction. I don't think it was that bad, but my habits were quite unacceptable, and I would always look forward to the sabotage streams, because I would just sit there and stream, play Call of Duty, play video games, and get pissed.
Aye.
And it's just
it's an easy excuse.
It's just not. It's not
good.
Pissed
on a Tuesday.
It's not good. And the wife would come home from work, and she'd just be so upset and disappointed. And that was another good way for me to stop doing it. And I don't drink and stream at all. Not even like a few beers, nothing like that. Just nothing at all. I don't want to promote it like that. You know what I mean?
No, definitely. So Matt, before gaming and before full-time content creation, making movies, hanging about with Yungblud, Backstage, all that kind of thing, what was young Matt Laff like? What was young Matt like when he was cutting about the streets? Was he out on a skateboard? Was he out on a scooter? Was he kicking a ball about? What was young Matt like?
I was always outside. If I wasn't outside, I was playing games at night time. I was constantly outdoors. I had the kind of time outside with my brothers and friends that I had, and it's where you would be out so late and you get called in for your mum from the door. She'd come, she'd shout boys, and we'd go back home. But I was always outdoors, always playing skateboards, just this and that. Trading Pokemon cards with the neighbours and friends we had in the area we lived in, and all that kind of thing. We didn't have the best upbringing though.
Nah.
Mum and Dad separated when me and my brothers were pretty young. They had my dad was an alcoholic. Unfortunately, he had a lot of issues with alcohol, and it led to mum and dad falling out, having arguments, getting into fights, and other things with my mum that led to the divorce. So she became obviously a single parent. She brought us up the best she could, but she never had much. She couldn't give us much. But she always done the best and gave us everything. She worked in different jobs, not the best paying jobs, but she worked in McDonald's as a crew member, and that's how me and my brothers got involved in McDonald's as well. But it was always a struggle. She couldn't afford much, couldn't pay for this, couldn't pay for that. Most of the time she couldn't afford to give us money for school dinners. I remember in high school, because we couldn't afford school dinners, I don't know why we didn't get free school dinners. It's a thing in Scotland. I don't know what happened with that. But my good friend Joe, who I'm still friends with now, best friend, I think he got like £3, £2.50 a day, and he'd always split it with me. So whatever lunch he had, he would always give me half of it, and he'd always share his money that he got free, and I somehow never. But yeah, it was pretty rough growing up.
And I suppose that can either send you one way or the other. Can either send you one way or another. So,
but I've always wanted to do well and do better, than the biggest goal was always to be better than my dad. But I just hated high school. Just hated it. Hated going. Didn't enjoy learning. I was good at learning. I just hated high school. I just didn't want to go. I think 5th year and 6th year, I just never went much days. Me and my friends would often just leave and go to his house and do things we shouldn't be doing. And that's what led to the game, and I wanted to give it a go, and here we are.
Here we are today.
Here we are.
School's a funny one, because I think I talked to somebody about this before. I think I counted I went to 13 or 14 different schools. Purely because of the erraticness of growing up, and you're in one place and then you're in another place, and all that kind of thing. I felt most settled in 5th year.
Yeah.
I went to the same school from 2nd year through to 5th, and although I didn't enjoy school, the relationships, the politics of school, I was a really quick learner, so I did pick up things really quickly. So although I missed out in a lot of school, we moving from different scheme to scheme, I always picked up stuff really quickly. But everybody learns differently. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think having the end goal of having 2 degrees and going to university and then having a high paying job is like for everybody. Everybody learns in different ways. So many people. Like I left school and home at 16. I was staying at Milton at the time, which is a scheme just above Poso, north of Glasgow, and I moved back to Drumchapel, where I was originally from, and I had some friends there. I moved out and moved back here at 16 and started working in a wee bakery. And a part of my journey is that I didn't have any qualifications. I had a couple of no GCSEs, standard grades I think they were called. I had some standard grades, worked my arse off, seen a few opportunities, and just worked really hard. And I think that's important to tell other people that if they're watching this or listening to this, that you don't always need to have that route of university degrees. It's absolutely perfect for some people, but for other people, you don't need that exact route, because you can be successful in multiple other ways. No every route or every path or journey for people is a straight road.
Yeah.
It's full of twists and turns and roundabouts, and we went round a square roundabout yesterday for the first time. I didn't know it was a thing. We went round a square roundabout for the first time yesterday. I think that's important just for people. It's because if I was listening, I was young, I'd be worried about this. I was worried about this, about how would I do well, how would I provide for a family, how would I do thing, mate. And it's not a straight road. There's plenty of ups and downs before you get there.
I didn't do well at school, but I always had the intention of being a firefighter.
Aye.
My uncle was a firefighter, so I wanted to join the service as well. But I had really bad eyesight, so I'm still very grateful to this day. But they paid for my laser eye surgery.
Aye, okay.
And I got the laser eye surgery, and then I still had that goal and intention to join the fire service. But then I got heavily involved with the gaming, and then along came lockdown and COVID.
Aye.
And that's when I became full time.
Changed the world for everybody.
Yeah.
Some people more than others.
I got very lucky though, because I don't like, if it wasn't for lockdown and COVID happening, I wouldn't be doing this for a full time job. I think to this day.
What is it they say? What's for you won't go by you.
Never heard of that before.
Have you never heard that?
Never heard of it before. No.
Maybe it's a Glasgow saying. I used to hear it quite a lot when I'm growing up, and I always find it quite funny because they say, "What's for you won't go by you." And I always talk about this when I met my missus. So me and my missus are getting married next year.
Yeah.
We met. I was single for 2 days, and I went on boys' holiday. And I was like, "Fuck this! We're going out to a karaoke bar. Nobody knows me here. Why I go? I can't sing for shit, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to go out and just have a laugh.
I love karaoke.
Her my pal happened to be walking past and heard us singing 500 Miles, believe it or not. And they were like, "The Scottish guys in there. Let's go in there with a laugh." And I met my missus. And I always think to that. I always think back to people in my life saying to me, "What's for you won't go by you." And I strongly believe that is the case. Some things only meant to be. What's for you won't go by you, and I stick by that.
Yeah.
Much with the gaming, much with the career, my actual career, and not just my farting about in a computer. And then meeting the missus and how things have worked out. I genuinely think some things are just meant. Right, okay. When this episode goes out, obviously it's Boxing Day. Christmas was yesterday. Everybody will be absolutely stuffed. Matt, how was your Christmas? What do you normally do? Any Christmas traditions you definitely do or don't do?
Every Christmas, me and the wife, I think everyone does it, but well, not everyone, but a lot of people do it. We take a nice photo of us in matching pajamas. We get the dog involved when he wants to play ball. We do that. We do stockings. And then we go every year. We go down to Kirsty's grand's house and just see how they're doing. Obviously, say Merry Christmas, all that bullshit, and then swap presents, etc. And then we do what we're doing. Everything every year's different though. That is the plan this year, and then we're going out for a meal.
Excellent.
For a meal.
I going out for Christmas dinner this year?
Yeah, we're going out. Nobody can be arsed cooking, hosting, or the tidying up after the cooking. We're just going out for a meal and then back to my auntie's house, I think, for some drinks, games, some nibbles and stuff.
And any movies particularly that you watch at Christmas religiously? And then I'm going to ask you the ultimate Christmas movie question.
We usually watch Harry Potter at Christmas time.
Right, okay.
But yeah, this year I couldn't be bothered.
Right, okay. So we've watched. We always watch Home Alone 1 and 2. We've watched Home Alone 1.
Yeah.
We're going to watch Home Alone 2. We watched the Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2 with the kids. Absolutely loved it. We always watch Elf. Me and my oldest daughter normally watch Love Actually, which is the greatest Christmas lovey-dovey movie.
I watched that for the first time last week, actually.
Really?
Weekend. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I watch it every year. I absolutely love it. I didn't watch it last year, so I'm making a point of making it this year. Now, the most important question, because it is Christmas, because we're talking about movies, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It is absolutely a Christmas movie.
It is.
100%. Okay, Matt, well, thank you very much for joining us. I really do appreciate you taking the time on this Sunday to be so open and honest about your career, your journey, and everything that goes along with it. Hopefully everybody who's watching or listening will be able to check out your socials and see a bit more of Matt Laff. So thank you very much, mate. I really
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime.
Thanks very much.
Okay, so as we always do, we'll finish up with the car may be parked, but the journey continues. Thanks very much for listening or watching. Check us in the next one. Merry Christmas, troops.
Merry Christmas.